Our next lesson is lesson 50, graphing inequalities. In lesson 45, we learned what an inequality was and how to write it. Here's an example. 7 is less than a number. We would write that as 7 less than n or x or p or m. 7 less than x or n, any variable. 7 less than, oops, that's greater than. Get that one wrong. Be careful. 7 less than x, or 7 less than p, or 7 less than m. Today's lesson is about graphing inequalities in one variable. We'll use the number line to do this. I'd like for us to graph the points 4, -2, and 5 on this number line. Okay, here's a number line. You notice that 0 is close to the middle, and we go minus in this direction and positive in this direction. As a rule, that's what you do. Is you go to the right, it's positive, to the left, it's negative. Okay, we're going to graph the point 4. Well, that's a positive 4, so we'd come out to positive 4, and we would put a dot or a mark here at 4. Okay, let's change colors. Let's graph the point -2. Well, we would come to the left this time, because it's a minus, to the point -2, and we would put a dot or a mark at -2. And now we want to graph the point 5. Let's just make it green. Okay, so we come out to the right, since it's positive, come out 5, and put a mark at 5. Okay, so that's how we would graph those points on a number line. Okay, let's graph the expression t is greater than 2. T is greater than 2. This is not really an expression, this is an inequality. T is greater than 2. So the way we do this is we find the point 2, and can t be equal to 2? Well, here's 2. Can t be equal to 2? No, t has to be greater than 2. The way we indicate this is with a dot or a mark, but it's hollow. And we would point to the right, since it has to be greater than 2. So anything greater than 2, 3, 4, even 2.1, which would be right along here, would be greater than 2. Okay, here's our next one. Let's graph n less than -3. Well, first we locate -3 on our number line. Here's -3. And n less than. Well, less than would be to the left. Can it be -3? No, it has to be less than -3. So it would be a hollow dot, I'll call it, and would point to the left. Now let's think about this for a minute. Is -2 less than -3? No, it's to the right of -3 on the number line, so -2 is actually more than -3. What about -4? -4 is to the left of -3 on the number line, so -4 is less than -3. Okay, let's graph x less than or equal to 5. Okay, we locate 5. Here's 5. Positive 5 on the number line. And can it be equal to 5? Well, our symbol here indicates that it has to be less than or equal to 5. And the way we indicate that on a graph is with our dot, but this time we color our dot in, or solid it in, make a solid dot. And what is it? Less than? So it's less than, so it points to the left. Okay, if it had been greater than, it would have pointed to the right. Is 4 less than 5? Yes. Is 6 less than 5? No, 6 is more than 5. So it has to point this direction. What about 4.9? That's less than 5. Let's graph m is greater than or equal to -3. Okay, we locate -3 on our graph, on our number line. Here's -3. Can it be equal to? Yes, it can. We've got the straight line here. We've got greater than or equal to. So it's a solid dot. And which way does our arrow point? Since it's greater than, m has to be over here to the right of -3. So our arrow would point that direction. the inequality that this graph illustrates. Let me move that a little bit so you can see illustrates. Okay, what does this graph illustrate? Well, here's our dot. What kind of dot is it? It's a hollow dot. So it's 3, but it's less than 3. Can it be equal to? No, it can't be equal to it because it's a hollow dot. Less than symbol goes like this. So we could say n, or some variable, is less than 3. What about 2? Now this arrow indicates that this line goes all the way this direction, all the way to the left. What about 2? Is 2 less than 3? Yes, it is. What about minus 1? Is minus 1 less than 3? Yes, here it is. It's less than 3. What about 4? 4 is not less than 3. 4 is greater than 3. What about 3? 3, is 3 less than 3? No, 3 is equal to 3, so that's why we have our hollow dot here. Okay, what about this one? Minus 4. So we got a minus 4. And what kind of dot? It's a solid dot. So we need an arrow's pointing to the right, so that's greater than or equal to x, greater than or equal to minus 4. Let's see. Minus 3. Could x be minus 3? Is minus 3 greater than or equal to minus 4? Minus 3 is to the right of minus 4 on the number line, so minus 3 is greater than minus 4. What about minus 5? Minus 5 is not greater than, minus 5 is to the left of minus 4 on the number line, so minus 5 is less than minus 4. Here's our homework that we will work on. You can begin at home if you like, but we'll work on it in class tomorrow. 1 through 10, 12 through 21, 23, 25, and 30. And please email the answers to problems 14 and 30 to me tonight. Only send the written inequality, not the graph. Just send the written inequality.